Hello, welcome to the second lesson of the cello-rock for dummies. Today we're going to do Wake Me Up When September Ends by Green Day. This song consists in only two parts. The first one is this.
Summer has come and passed. The innocent can never last. Wake me up when September ends.
And the second one is this.
Here comes the rain again, falling from the stars, drenched in my pain again, becoming who we are.
So it's going to be pretty easy since we have only two things to learn with all the variations that come during the song. So let's start with the guitar part, which is the most important and the most difficult for these two sections. First one, very well known. Etc. So, slowly, how does it go? You keep almost always the two upper strings open, D and A, and you have a chromatic on the G string. So, you start with D note on the G string, and the two other strings, then half a tone down, C sharp, B, and A. So far easy. Then, so we have the B note on the A string and you strum the two upper strings at the same time. And then B flat. And you bar the two lower strings, D and A. And again you strum the two upper strings at the same time. And D string and back. Etc. Now for the second section. First you have to link the first to the second, so we were and here you go down to the C sharp from the D, so second finger on the D string, and then B. To bar with the third finger, B, F sharp, B. You strum the two upper string together. And difficult one, F sharp, C sharp. You bar again with two fingers. Then F sharp with the first finger and open A string. This one is easy. Open G string, open D string. Strum together the B on the A string with the D string and back. Let's try back to the first pattern. So now the bass part. In the first pattern is pretty easy. The bass is usually quite quiet and plays only the lowest note of each arpeggio, so it's pretty straightforward. D, C sharp, B, A, G, D, etc. For the second pattern, it's the same except that here it plays eighth steadily through the bars. So B, F sharp, G, D, C sharp, B, etc. In this part you can have your bass line to play the role of the rhythm guitar, which plays distorted power chords. So in our case it's just a parallel fifth. B, F sharp, F sharp, C sharp, G, D, and here be careful because play this D, A fifth with the second finger, because then you have to play D sharp and keep the A. Okay, with a heavy bow, of course, to make this powerful sound without having to use an amp. Now you've maybe also noticed in the original song that this part is sometimes played by a cello in the first verse of the song, so you can play exactly the same pattern as the bass but by playing also on the cello. Here we play the upper D and C sharp instead of lower. That's all. So for the instruments we are almost done. The only thing you have to notice is during the solo, because there's a guitar solo here and the bass pattern changes. You have different chords. As well, A, E. During 2 bars, and that's the end of the solo. Speaking of which, the solo, we haven't learned it. So I advise to play it on 2 strings so that you have only 2 fingers to use. You play the D note on the D string, and then F sharp on the A string with the first finger, and then just 1 finger down, half a tone, then you get back to the D, but you go half a tone up on the A string to G, so D, G, and again. And that's it. So we're only left with the vocals now. The beginning is slowly again. We start with the E note on the A string, 4th position, first finger. Now I strongly recommend to play it this way, 2nd finger on the D string, on the D note, to catch the B note here with the 3rd finger. So B, A, 3rd finger again, A, D, and then you put in a parallel way your 3rd and 2nd finger to have this 5th. You can play this open nose, A, D. So G, D with the 1st finger, 2nd finger on E, F sharp, 4th finger. Again, everything slowly. starts in the similar way. So this was identical. G with fourth finger. And as before, first finger on D, second on E, and fourth on F sharp. Now this is a bit clumsy since you don't have any other choice than to jump to the C sharp and jump back to the F sharp, and then as usual second on E and for the first on D. Once again. And now you know everything. You can play the whole song. The only thing that I leave up to you is if you want to reproduce the small notes played by the keyboard to add some effects around the music. And I recommend to play those notes with flageolets because it adds a more ethereal feel to it, and it sounds nicer. So, like for example, in the end of the solo, it goes like this. And you can do similar stuff with the notes you hear, if you're able to find the right flageolets on the cello. Good luck!